Auto levels are instruments used to determine height differences between points on the Earth's surface. They are essential tools for construction, surveying and engineering projects, ensuring accurate leveling for structures, roads and land. Mastering the use of an auto level is crucial for any professional working with elevation measurements. Auto levels work based on the principle of a horizontal line of sight. By establishing a horizontal reference, the instrument allows us to measure vertical distances from this line to different points. This information is then used to determine the relative elevations of these points. Understanding the importance of accurate leveling is paramount. In construction, even slight discrepancies in level can lead to structural instability, uneven floors and drainage issues. In surveying, precise leveling is essential for creating accurate maps and profiles of the terrain. Therefore, practicing and refining auto-level techniques is essential. Before taking any measurements, it's crucial to set up the auto level correctly. The first step involves securing the instrument to a tripod. Ensure that the tripod legs are firmly planted on stable ground to prevent any accidental movement. Once the tripod is stable, carefully mount the auto level on top, ensuring it is securely fastened. Next, you need to level the instrument. This is done by adjusting the leveling screws located on the auto level's base. Begin by roughly leveling the instrument by visually aligning the bubble in the circular vial. Once roughly leveled, use the leveling screws to precisely center the bubble within the vial, indicating a perfectly horizontal instrument. With the instrument leveled, it's time to focus the telescope. Aim the telescope towards a distant object and adjust the eyepiece until the crosshairs are sharp and clear. Once the crosshairs are in focus, adjust the focusing knob until the distant object is also clear. Your auto level is now ready for measurements. Taking accurate measurements with an auto level involves understanding two key components: the leveling staff and the process of reading measurements. A leveling staff is a graduated rod that is held vertically at the point you want to measure. It is essential to ensure the staff is held plumb, meaning perfectly vertical. To take a reading, aim the auto level's telescope at the leveling staff and look through the eyepiece. You will see the staff's graduations intersected by the horizontal crosshair. The reading on the staff where the crosshair intersects represents the vertical distance between the instrument's line of sight and the point where the staff is placed. By taking readings at different points, you can determine the height difference between those points. For instance, if you take a reading at point A and then another at point B, the difference between those readings represents the elevation difference between points A and B. To keep track of your measurements and calculate elevations efficiently, it's helpful to use a leveling form. A leveling form is a standardized table where you record your readings systematically. It typically includes columns for point IDs, backsight readings, foresight readings, and calculated elevations. Accuracy is paramount in leveling. To verify your work, always perform a check on your measurements. This is typically done by closing the level loop, meaning you return to your starting point. The difference between the initial and final elevations at the starting point should be within an acceptable tolerance. The handbook for your specific auto level provides detailed instructions on its operation, maintenance and accuracy specifications. It is essential to consult this manual for precise information and guidelines. By diligently practicing these techniques and referring to the manufacturer's handbook, you can gain proficiency in using an auto level and ensure accurate leveling for your projects.